Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Ohak Cade. I'm the composer of a symphonic progressive metal opera called Valkata. I'll leave links in the description down below for you to check us out. We have 8 lead singers and a full metal band and live strings. Let me know what you think. Now this video is going to be a reaction to the new album by Twice called Eyes Wide Open. And this was a request from a couple of people who commented on my last video, which was a reaction to the first song, I Can't Stop Me. So thank you to Greg Valerio and Joe Nee. And I'm not going to react to the first song, I Can't Stop Me, because I already did that in my last video. You can check that out if you want to see my reaction to that. So I'm going to begin with the song Hell in Heaven. Love that beat, the rhythm straight away. I'm not sure what that instrument is, that percussive, maybe it's some sort of Korean instrument, I don't know, but I love that vibe. It's like almost a tropical feeling. I'm really digging it. So far, I like it. It's the chorus is not an immediate like earworm, but I think it's one of those choruses that will, like, its genius will be revealed to me on multiple listens. The production on this song is so awesome because there's lots of really small little details, like they're soft sounds that begin soft, but they are cut off very abruptly and harshly, and it makes for like a very schizophrenic, in the best way possible, sound where you don't really know what's around the next corner. I just love the overall vibe of this track, and I'm saving it to my playlist straight up. Like, I have a K-pop 2020 playlist, and I only save the songs that I really like to that playlist, and this is definitely making it. I can't promise I'm going to feel that way about every song on this album, but so far so good. I loved that song. I honestly did. I really, really liked that one. It's so much more of a better song than I Can't Stop Me. Even the title Hell in Heaven, like, the song did have this kind of like darkness to it, but also this sweetness. It was a perfect blend. I loved it. So the bar has been raised. So let's see if the next song, Up No More, can match it. The voice of that, whoever sang first there, her voice is gorgeous. Love it. The song so far sounds like it has a really nice atmosphere. We'll see how it goes. Interesting chorus. I like that the chorus has a little bit more movement in the vocal rhythm. This song I'm not liking as much as Hell in Heaven, but it's not bad. So far, you know, so pleasant, but it's not grabbing me in particular. Okay, second time around, I like the chorus a lot, actually. I do like it. I like the little percussive elements, like the little guitar and the little shaker or whatever they have going on there. I like that. It's a nice little touch in that bridge. So what they did there was actually really cool because they didn't repeat the chorus again. They instead repeated sort of a secondary hook that came after the second chorus. That's unusual for a K-pop song to do that, because normally K-pop songs, they really want to bombard you with like the main hook repeatedly so that it gets stuck in your head. But this song, it was a little bit more tasteful, and it acknowledged that perhaps that particular chorus is overly catchy and should not be repeated too often, because I can still remember it. I only heard it twice, but I know the chorus very well. But the way they ended that song was nice. I don't like it as much as Hell in Heaven, but I think that artistically, I do feel this album might have a lot to offer based on what I've heard so far. So let's keep going with Do What We Like. I like that. Do what we like. Like, that's a very subtle shift in the melody. Like, instead of do what we like, it's like do what we like. I love that. It's just, it makes such a huge difference to something that it's repetitive, but because there's that little touch, it makes it so much more pleasant to listen to. I love that element of creativity. This is a really cool song so far. I'm getting more throwback feelings from the song. It's an interesting mix of like 90s, early 2000s sort of like EDM, but it's also mixed with some very like laid back music box sounds, so I'm into it. So I liked that song overall. I think it had potential to be more if they had introduced a bridge that was a little more different from the rest of the song. But it's such a short song that I guess they were going for that easily streamable thing. That it's a bit of a shame because I do feel like that song had potential, but for what it is, I like it. Next is Bring It Back.
I'll bring it back. Bring it back to me. Bring it back to me.
Okay, so mixed feelings about this song. I love the chorus. I am absolutely in love with the chorus. I love that. Bring it back to me. Just so simple, so catchy, great. Shh, my cat's meowing. What's the matter? Bring it back to me. Yes, yes. Twice, eyes wide open. So I love the chorus. The rest of the song, it wasn't really doing anything for me except for the production on the drums, which I was really enjoying, but the melodies and everything were a little bit just kind of in one ear, out the other. But now that that chorus hit, I'm starting to see the purpose of those very airy, laid-back melodies that are a little nondescript. I like that. There's something about this song that is very second generation in the sense that it's a little bit audacious in the fact that it believes in the ability to merge verses and a chorus that are completely different vibes to create a cohesive whole. While the sound does come across as a little bit obnoxious, I personally really like it. And it's one of the reasons I liked K-pop in the first place, because I think K-pop takes risks like this that you don't really find in like Western music that often. Because this is a really commercial album, right? But still there's little hints of creativity and risk-taking that make a listen worthwhile. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I didn't expect it to go this direction, and I like it. I'm really enjoying this. It was a very weird song, but I enjoyed listening to it, and I think I will save it to my playlist. Yeah, so far this album has a lot of highlights. Next song is Believer. So far, this one is not doing much for me. It's quite generic, but we'll see how the melody sinks in as the song goes on. The sounds and the sound design, like the echoes in the background and the synths with a lot of reverb and effects and stuff, it's a little bit grating. Okay, it's got me nodding my head a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this song is quite filler, but I'm not mad at it. You know, it's like it's cool, it's fine. Definitely not a standout. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and the song isn't finished yet, but even just the way it broke into this kind of delicate little bridge here was very predictable. So a nice song, but not a standout. I should mention at this point, however, that no matter what song I'm listening to, their vocals are absolutely beautiful, and I very much enjoy their singing. I'm not sure who's singing at each moment. I'm not familiar with the girls' names, but they're all very talented singers. Not a huge standout, I'm afraid. So we're gonna move along swiftly to Queen. This song, I'm getting kind of Super Junior vibes with the horns and the kind of the vocals with a lot of attitude in them. It's all right, but it's so far I don't think it's a particularly great song. Yeah, this song is okay. It's just a little bit like K-pop by numbers, if you ask me. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. I think this might be the worst song so far. While the incorporation of the brass instruments and stuff is cool, it's just something I've heard a million times before in this genre, so we'll keep it going. That song didn't cut it, I'm afraid. You need to bring more, you know? That was a very safe song. I guess every K-pop album has to have a song like this. So hopefully the album picks up from here. The next song is called Go Hard, so that title is promising me a lot, so. Now and again, you have a song that comes out that sounds a bit like Dylan Francis, right? Get Low. You know, what was the other band that came? I think Blackpink came out with a song like that too. It was, you know, it's like that slow beat, but with something kind of going like over it. Which song is it? Do 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 do. See, it's a similar idea. It's a similar idea. It's like the slow beat and then the synth over it doing something that's a little bit more weird and jumping around. But it's always a boom. And that's something that's kind of trendy. And it's honestly something that I'm kind of sick of hearing. It doesn't surprise me that a song like this is on this album, but I guess I was hoping for a bit more. But let's keep the song going and maybe it'll pick up. One thing I do enjoy is the vocal harmonies that are going on in the song. I do think they sound pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, that song was what it was. You know, I guess if you're out and you're drunk and you're getting crunk, great. This song will be good for that, but I honestly, this is pretty low effort. Yeah, so far Believer, Queen and Go Hard are not very good songs. I hope Shot Clock is something a little more interesting. The song is an improvement already. It's giving me soul, it's giving me vocals, a very empowering atmosphere. It reminds me a little bit of like sort of a Back to Basics era Christina Aguilera, you know? Also a little bit of Gwen Stefani, Hollaback Girl, just the kind of the marching and the clapping. But this is cool, I like it. I will say that I love the verses. I do think the chorus could be better, but overall, the verses are so good that I don't even mind that much. I love that. That's good. Get off my computer. I think another reason why I like the song is it's also reminding me a little bit of like vibe that you get from Juliet by SHINee, which is another kind of old school-ish K-pop song. So I guess when I think about it, the reason I like the song is because it does have a lot of throwback feelings. Maybe I don't like Believer and Queen and Go Hard because they're more like contemporary, and maybe I'm just an old fart and I just like the older stuff, right? But I don't even know if I could really describe like the track Queen as contemporary, like with a straight face. I don't know, what do you think? Like, why do you think I like the songs that I like? Do you think my opinion is valid? Let's continue with Shot Clock because I'm enjoying the song. Yeah, that was the best song since Bring It Back on the album, in my opinion. So good, we're starting to ramp up again. Hopefully Handle It continues the trajectory. I like that guitar so far. So far, there's beautiful variation in the melodies that they're singing and the delivery of their vocals. Considering I don't even know what the lyrics are, it's like hitting me right here. So, love this one so far. That chorus is absolutely gorgeous. I love that chorus. Love it. I'm actually, I don't know if you can see, but I'm welling up a little bit because that melody is so beautiful, and the production, the atmosphere, their vocals. It's really hitting me. I love this one. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful song. I really want to know what that chord progression is in the chorus because it's just very touching and moving, you know, it really gets you. Love that keyboard, just really gorgeous. Like, how would I describe that? I guess it's kind of jazzy or like kind of loungy music. Just really cool. Such a different approach from the rest of the album, and I know that this is a slow song, so naturally it's going to be a bit different, but I don't know. I like how this song really reeled it in a bit to something a little bit more simplistic, and it just relied on straight up, you know, atmosphere, melody, vocal performance, and composition, you know, rather than anything that's particularly trendy. I do feel like this song handled it. It has more potential to become a timeless song than a lot of other tracks on this album. Okay, let's move on to Depend on You. This is a really good song so far. This one is really doing it for me. It has everything. It has like beautiful melodies, beautiful vocal performance. It seems like every 4 bars or so, there's a little change in the textures, you know, like this kind of bassy part has come in now and I didn't expect it, but I'm loving it. And there's some really interesting like synth work going on in the background. Really enjoying it. I like this one a lot. Groovy, you know? Groovy. I mean, come on, this is so sexy. Like, it's definitely one of the better songs on the album. I don't know why it's all the way back at the end, but this is like what does it for me. Just gorgeous vocal moments. This album has a lot of really nice just vocal moments, you know, like that was beautiful what she just did with that little high note delivered. It's a high note, but it's not piercing. It's very delicate, you know. Yes. Ooh, like that vocal run, girl. You got me with that. Loved it. That might be my favorite song on the album. Might be Hell in Heaven is pretty good, but I really like that one. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how Say Something sounds. As you can tell, I'm vibing with this. Ooh. Why is all of this stuff at the very end of the album? I don't understand. Like, this is so good. Like, there's such a mix of different stuff going on. There's like electronic stuff, but also like organic instrumentation and like, I guess, late 70s disco. Great, loving it. Chorus is all right. It's all right. Sure. I should have seen the sax solo coming. The style of the music and everything, and I love that they put that in there because I was just gonna make the complaint that I wish the song could develop a little bit more, and I think this sax solo is just what it needed, honestly. Love it. Great. So we're about to do the last song, Behind the Mask.
오늘만 살겠지. Round and round and round 빌어 네가 뒤돌아.
The way this song is starting, I'm a little concerned that it's a bit of a throwaway. As the last song on a very poppy commercial album, I'm a little concerned that it's not going to be good, but maybe it will surprise me. Dude. So I'm holding him now because he won't leave me alone, but yeah, I'm not crazy about this song so far. I've just heard the chorus. It's okay. Let's see how it goes. This is not a particularly good song, unfortunately. It depends how it climaxes. If they finish it with like some really epic vocals or something, then it could be salvaged. But so far, it's very filler, just kind of plopped at the end. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even really know what it wants to accomplish as a song. You know, it's just kind of very meh.
Behind the mask, yeah, ooh, yeah. I wonder if you're smiling, ooh, yeah, ooh.
Like even when they kicked back into the chorus there, they could have really added to the impact by incorporating like you know, one of those epic extended high notes as an ad-lib, or some more energetic ad-libs from some of the lead singers, but they just kind of just went back into it, and you know, there was no oomph. Like these vocal lines are such a drag, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, let's get a move on. Like there's no sense of urgency or passion. It's just kind of plodding along, I guess.
Behind the mask, yeah, ooh, yeah.
Okay, so that was the last song. Unfortunately, the album ended on a bit of a dud. And that leads me to my overall thoughts on this album, which is, I thoroughly enjoyed listening to it. It was a really fun experience. My overall thoughts are that you could cut this album almost in half, because it's a mix of really creative, fun, enjoyable, interesting music and some very generic, low effort filler. So I think that the strongest songs and the ones that deserve to be on the album are Hell in Heaven, Up No More, Do What We Like, Bring It Back. And then we'll skip a few, and then coming back in with Shot Clock, Handle It, Depend on You, and Say Something. That gives you 8 songs, right? Which is short enough for a K-pop album, but when you want to make impact and give people just a short and sweet listening experience, that can be a lot more memorable than throwing in 5 more songs that bore you and take away from the pleasure of the better music on the album. So I do think I Can't Stop Me is a decent song, but I think it's very middling, as I said in my other review. Did you just bite me? Fucking hell. So I do think that I Can't Stop Me, Believer, Queen, Go Hard, and Behind the Mask are pretty much like duds, and they should have been cut. And if you reordered the remaining songs, you could have had like a really strong album. And to be fair, like, I really enjoyed listening to this album, and it is a very strong album. It's definitely one of the stronger K-pop albums I've listened to in recent years. I just wish that some of the extra dead weight was shaved off, but you know what? I enjoyed this, and I'll definitely be listening to those 8 songs that I really enjoyed. So thank you for the suggestion. If you have any other music that you'd like me to react to, please let me know. I love analyzing stuff and getting into why I like it, why I don't. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, or even if you didn't. If you agree with me or disagree, let me know why in the comments. And be sure to check out my own project, Valkata. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.